The Prindle Institute for Ethics has been around for 10 years now. We are one of the largest collegiate ethics institutes in the country. A lot of what we do is to try and engage the nation and the rest of the world on the critical issues of our time. Express Camp came about as we were trying to figure out ways we could serve the Putnam County community, ways in which we could provide something of value. First thing we did was we reached out to Putnam County educators, elementary school teachers. It's not us going to them and saying, here's what we should do. It's more bringing them together and saying, okay, we want to do something great for the kids. How are we going to do it?
Grow, grow, grow your plants, flowers, veggies, trees.
CAMP is actually an acronym for character, attitude, morals, and perspective. And the goal of the camp is to get children comfortable in expressing themselves across those 4 dimensions. So a good way to engage kids in philosophy is just to also engage them in getting them to think about critical ethical issues, getting them to learn about how to talk about their opinions in respectful and responsible ways.
First of all, let me just say that it's a literature-based program, so we're starting with books kids love to be read to, and that's how we're making that connection, is reading a story, discussing the story, and then going a little deeper, more than just the character and the plot of the story. We're talking about how the characters might feel. Is it fair? Is it not fair? Is it bullying? And then we're able to do some hands-on activities where we're practicing those things, being nice to each other, using kind words.
The biggest thing is when we'll start asking them questions and they'll pick up on things that we talked about previously and like start to tie it in. Just the other day we had a little kid do that where we asked a question and he raised his hand and said, oh, Miss Madison talked to me about this the other day when we were reading a book. Kind of already starting to see them draw connections throughout the days instead of just taking one thing away each day.
We read Giraffes Can't Dance. It is about a giraffe that thought he couldn't dance, but inside he could dance. Just he had to find his different music, like his own song.
We weren't even really thinking about the fact that teachers would basically use this as an opportunity to explore and experiment and do curriculum development, but that's exactly what they're doing. So it serves this other wonderful auxiliary function where they get to play and in this fun environment experiment, and then they've got new things that they can take to the classroom, and we're finding that they're doing more and more of that and really getting a lot out of it.
For me, last year, I did this camp and then used the books in my classroom, did the exact same lessons, and saw that during inside recess that kids were able to have conflict with each other and still be able to work it out. And I was able to reference characters in books that brought them back to, oh yeah, we can talk it out. I can be right, you can be right, we can both be right.
One of the kids is actually angry that it's only 5 days. And I know for a fact that this kid was not excited about coming to the camp. They were very nervous, and just 2 days in, they're now angry that it's not longer.
Is this something that you would want to do again next year if you could?
Yes. Yes, I would like to do this next year.
Made 3 friends this week?
Yep. Noah, Bentley, and Jaden.
Have you made some friends this week?
Yes, I made a lot of friends that I normally did before.
A good institution of higher education ought to have its boundaries blurred with the community.